So here we see McTominay receive the ball and turn in front of the Southampton midfield line. He should really be looking to feed this pass into Ronaldo, or at least into another player between the lines. However, instead he chooses a safer option of shifting the ball out to Luke Shaw on the left side. This means that United haven't progressed the ball forward at all and still need to move the ball beyond the Southampton midfield line, just this time from the left side. Had McTominay been able to play the pass I suggested, United would have had the ball between the Southampton defensive and midfield lines and would have then had a better opportunity to progress the ball into the final third. Also, if you do like the look of these phone cases, I'll leave the link in the description below. Anything you buy will help support the channel. My personal favourite is the Ronaldo Sue celebration one, even though I do also like the Fergie one as well. But be sure to go over to the site linked in the description. They've got a lot of other designs as well, and if you use code AF at checkout, you should get 25% off as well. Now I will be breaking down how this relates to James Garner. The second part to this video will be an analysis of Hannibal Mejbri. And that video, if it is out, should be linked in the eye above and in the description below, so check that out after this video. Also, if you could, definitely subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We are trying to get to 50,000 subscribers. So James Garner is 21 in March and has been superb for Nottingham Forest in the Championship this season, having spent last season on loan at Watford for the first half before joining Forest on loan in the second half. But with his loan at Forest ending at the end of the season, will he be in United's squad for next season, or will he find himself out on loan again? Well, let's first break down United's current midfield issues. So the first is without the ball. United's current midfield options of Pogba, Fred, McTominay and Matic all have some kind of defensive weakness. Pogba isn't great positionally or in the tackle, but he is much more of a roaming playmaker, and his on-the-ball ability more than makes up for his defensive weaknesses. Fred struggles to defend in one-on-one situations, approaching an opposition player rather flat-footedly, and too often getting dribbled past in the centre of the field. Garner is very much a deeper line playmaker, able to play in a midfield double pivot, ahead of a deeper single pivot in midfield in a 3, or even as a single pivot himself in that reduced role. On the ball, he's a fantastic long passer, able to switch the ball diagonally out to the wingers with one driven pass from deep. This is extremely valuable as it allows a side to progress the ball up the pitch into the opposition half or into the final third. If your side doesn't have a player with this ability, you are limited to progressing the ball with shorter passes or by individual dribbles, both of which move the ball forward a lot slower than these long passes do. United rely far too much on Pogba to do this, as McTominay prefers to continue to circulate the ball sideways rather than look for those riskier passes, which is valuable at times, especially when United need to gain control of the game for a sustained period of possession, but at some point he needs to be looking for these long range passes. Garner's incisive passing, which is his ability to play those low passes into players in behind the opposition's midfield, does need to improve, but I do think he's better at this than either Fred or McTominay, just another asset that would improve United's ball progression from midfield. Garner is also press resistant, able to turn out of pressure when he receives the ball in his own defensive third with his back to goal, a trait that all of United's central midfielders including Pogba struggle with at times. Having Garner in those deeper positions during the build-up phase will give United a greater ability to play out when the opposition side looks to press aggressively high up the pitch. Also out of possession, Garner isn't a liability in the same way that you may say Pogba and Fred are. He's an excellent reader of the game, anticipating passes before they are played, and then having the decisiveness to step out and make interceptions, which is a skill that of course is going to be valuable in a high pressing side. As with United putting pressure on the player with the ball, Garner's reading of the game will aid United in winning the ball back high up the pitch. But reading of the game is also extremely important in your own half as well. A great example of this was also in the Southampton match, and you can watch my full analysis of that game by either going to the description below or to my channel page. You should be able to find it there. In that game for Southampton's goal, I thought McTominay should have read the danger when Elyounoussi dropped in behind Pogba and then been prepared to shuffle across to close off that pass instead of looking to move to James Ward-Prowse, who was a secondary threat in this situation. Garner may not have definitely stopped this goal by moving over to Elyounoussi earlier, but I do think that overall Garner's positioning is a lot better than McTominay's and Pogba's, and so would without doubt improve United's ability to stop the ball going in behind their midfield line. I did do a video looking at the ball-winning central midfielder that Manchester United should sign, so if you do want to see how I would solve this particular issue for United, then check that video out. It will be linked in the eye above and the description below as usual. So overall, I think Garner is ready to come back into the United squad, and right now I do think he's a better option than Fred, McTominay or Matic, as he has the ability to progress the ball in possession, the press resistance and the defensive attributes that each of these players lack to some degree. I don't think he should be United's starting central midfielder just yet next season, as United do need two top-level central midfielders, and Garner isn't at that level just yet, even though I do think he has the potential to be that good, and so I think that Garner should be United's first alternative option in those deeper central midfield positions, ahead of McTominay and Fred. Garner also reminds me a lot of Xabi Alonso, having the same sort of long passing and technical ability, but obviously he isn't at that level just yet as he's just 20, nearly 21, but I do think that Garner could be a key player in England's side for 2024 and 2026. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed that video, remember to subscribe to the channel, click the bell for notifications, check the description for more videos, and put your thoughts in the comment section below.